What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dellis coming to you with another YouTube video. I hope you're having an amazing day so far. And in this video, I want to share with you 5 key lessons that you should take away from Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. But before I get into it, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be posting more entrepreneurship, personal development, marketing, and finance related content in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. With that being said, let's get right into it. So Expert Secrets is a book. It's part of a sequel by Russell Brunson. I believe he has 4 books now of the secrets category. He names all the books, the name and then secrets. So, and I believe this book will be extremely helpful for you if you're attempting to position yourself as the expert in whatever niche you are a part of. This book will help you with the mindset that you should have, as well as the mindset that your prospects are having on a daily basis, and what they're looking for and who they're looking for to help them solve their problems. I believe this book will be extremely valuable for you. So let's get right into it, right? Number 1, the first lesson you should take away from this book is the attractive character. And what the attractive character is it's you, but it's you with a pleasing personality. It's you being likable, being trustworthy, you with the knowledge and the expertise to really help people get to where they want to go in their life. And the thing is, yeah, we do business sometimes with people we don't like, but more often, we try to find people that we vibe with, that we have the same energy and the same mindset. And this person is friendly, is trustworthy. So it's all about developing yourself even further to become more of an attractive character for the prospects, the clients you're trying to serve with your brand. Another thing to add to this first tip is the attractive character is part of a movement. All right. The movement is growing. It's evolving. It's transforming lives into something better, helping people get to their dreams and their desires. So when I started off my journey, I was more of an introvert, and I still am an introvert today, but I read several books. I invested so much time and money into my own personal development. I joined Toastmasters. I read books like How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie and 7 Levels of Communication by Michael Mayer to develop my communication skills so that I would be more outgoing, or at least I could attempt to be more outgoing because I had the knowledge and I made the actions. I practiced every day to get to this point where I am today. So with that being said, what you want to focus on here is continue to develop yourself so that you can be more likable and trustworthy. And the thing is, everybody won't like you, but if you can think about who you're trying to serve and the type of people they gravitate towards, then you can further position yourself to be that person so that when they encounter you, when they meet you, there's a lot of smiling going on. It's also serious, but it's business, right? Maybe some humor involved, but what they realize is, yeah, you are likable. Yeah, you are trustworthy. And I think we could definitely do business because I would prefer to work with somebody who I have that warm energy with. I do want the business side as well. I want you to be strict. I don't want you to motivate me all the time. But at the same time, I want a friend or somebody who feels like a friend that I can work with, that I can trust, and actually accomplish some great results. So develop your attractive character and develop the movement that you're a part of, or that you're spawning yourself, so that people can see you as an expert that is also friendly, that is also cool, that is also a warm person, a good person. And I think this will help you in your business career. The second tip I want you to get from this book is the value ladder. And what the value ladder simply is creating your offers, whatever you're going to be offering to the world, to your clients, so that they can start off from the entry level, right? And then they can work their way up to your highest level of offering, your high ticket products. So the easiest way to kind of think about this is back when you started, your journey on this becoming an influencer or trying to become an expert to sell services in a certain arena, you probably didn't know much. My background is in technology, in computer information systems, so I had no idea about, what books I needed to read or what strategies would actually work in the marketing field. So I was a complete noob when I started. So my goal with my value ladder is to take the noob all the way up until they become the expert. And with my social media services, on the most basic level, what I offer is, these YouTube videos for free. And then I have a book, I've got an Instagram page, I'm on Medium. There are so many ways for you to learn about what I'm doing on the free level. And then the next level would be group coaching. The next level would be one-on-one coaching. And right now, my highest ticket offering is active social media management. This is where I'm managing your account, helping you get followers, helping you post content, and really sharpening your sword. So the important part to realize here is you won't be able to just serve people at the highest level when they come in to your offering, right? They'll have to start off usually at the base level, build some trust, and realize that you really do have something to offer to them and that you can actually help them achieve their goals. And they can do that over time as they consume your services and elevate to your high ticket offer. So understand what a value ladder is. And I think also a really good way to really understand how other people are using the value ladders is pay attention to the influencers and the sellers and the business owners who are, 1 to 3 years ahead of you, 10 years ahead of you, and pay attention how they offer like their free services, right? And then see if you can identify what their high ticket products are as well. And that will help you kind of get in your mind as to like, where can I start with my value ladder? What exactly do I want to offer at the base level? And what do I want to offer at the steps all the way up until my high ticket product or service? Okay. So understand the value ladders and implement a value ladder in your business. The third tip I believe you should take from this book is the power of the Epiphany story. You see, humans love stories because stories allow us to connect and to relate and to feel certain emotions. But the beautiful thing about Epiphany stories is you're actually teaching lessons, but you're doing so through stories. So the lesson kind of gets infused in the story, but more so what people grasp and connect to is the certain emotions that you were feeling, maybe like frustration, maybe some self-doubt at some point. All these things that you felt when you first started in this industry, where you really didn't know which way to go or who to turn to, or which courses were fake and which ones would actually get you to your end goal. So what you should understand is, since humans love stories so much, you should really master storytelling. And who knows if you could actually master it. So increase your ability to tell stories. The way I do it is I read more books and watch more YouTube videos, and I find great stories online or people who are great at telling stories, and I try to figure out like what it is about their message that gripped me, right? Is it the emotions? Is it that I can relate particularly to certain events or experiences in their life? See, your prospects are experiencing very similar things to what you were experiencing when you first started. So your ability to not just preach them lessons, right? Just to tell them lessons all the time, but your ability to tell them like where you messed up, where you wasted time, where you wasted money, and how it felt. How it felt to be frustrated at a certain point, to doubt yourself, but to eventually, get over that fear and to let them know that like, hey, I understand you and I was there at a point. If you can teach your lessons through stories, it will be so much more effective because people will be drawn in, to your movement and what's going on, and they will also learn at the same time. Plus, it's easier to share stories. So if they hear your story, then they can share a story with a friend. It's easier to share a story because they're more entertaining than if I was just like, all right, here are the lessons you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No stories, right? Most people wouldn't be able to stick through that because they're not able to relate emotionally on that level. So what I try to do in my business is every type of lesson that I have that I'm teaching, I try to share like how this lesson came about. or like what happened specifically, what I had to go through in my life to learn this lesson. And if you can teach it like that, then people have that aha moment that you do as well, right? They feel it like, aha, I see. If I do these things, then maybe I can avoid some of the frustrations and emotions that you had, and I can get to that end goal. And that is absolutely correct. So continue to develop your storytelling skills and read more books, because as you read more books, you'll start to learn about authors who are better at telling stories, and you'll get wrapped into their stories, and you'll be able to better take some of those concepts and implement it in your business. All right. The fourth tip you should get from this book is the Dream 100. And what the Dream 100 is this a list of people that you want to influence, that you may want to work with in the future. Some brands that may seem like they're a bit out of touch right now based on, what you've built so far. And maybe even some people who are, just a little bit further along than you are. What you do is the Dream 100 is going to be that list of people that you interact with and connect with, and they're probably going to be talking to a lot of your target audience members. So what you should do is see how they're talking to their audience, see what they're posting and how often they're posting. The Dream 100 on Instagram. So what I did is I followed 100 people who I want to be like in the future, who I want to influence, maybe collaborate with in the future. And a lot of these people are well ahead of where I am. I'm at like 9,000 followers right now. And the highest person on my Dream 100 is Russell Brunson. I'm sure he has 1 million or more followers. So it may be some time before I actually meet Russell in person or work with him. But the goal is to see what Russell is posting on a daily basis, see how he's interacting with his audience, and to identify what content is working. The Dream 100 will deliver to you a market pulse, which basically is your timeline showing you all the people in your industry and what they're posting, what they're contributing to the world. And it will give you a better idea of what you need to post and what will work versus what won't work. So the difference is, if you don't have a Dream 100, then you're just brainstorming every day and thinking like, maybe this is a good idea for content, or, I haven't seen this yet, I'll post this, right? No. What I think is a better idea, and this is just my personal opinion, right? These are just my takeaways from the book, but my personal opinion is you should look at your Dream 100 and look at the market pulse, which is basically all your Dream 100 posting on your timeline, and pay attention to what trends are they tackling, like what is their focus and what is their audience responding to, because it will give you indicators as to which content is going to be most effective for the audience you're trying to develop. The Dream 100 is extremely powerful. The fifth lesson I believe you should take away from this book is the idea of funnel hacking. And we talked a little bit about funnels, not too much, so we'll have to talk more in the future. But a funnel is essentially a pathway. It's kind of like the value ladder, but it's a pathway to the desired result or goal for your end client. So from I don't know you that much to I kind of like you, okay, to like maybe I trust you a little bit. What do you have to offer, or what are you saying? To I definitely trust you. I'm working with you now. I'm a fan of the brand, to the point where they've achieved their desired end result. And at that point, they may not need you anymore because they have become the expert. Unless you have your business designed where, even if they're the expert, they may still do business with you, something like that. I'm still working on that. But the goal of my social media service, right, from the entry level, from the freebies to the high ticket social media management, is to get my clients so that they become independent. But some of my clients have already said, I'm rocking with the team. I'm part of the team. They don't want to get rid of me. So that's awesome to know too. I'm training them to be independent, but some of them still want me to stick on the team. Because I have that pleasing personality that I've worked so hard to develop. Like I said, I'm naturally an introvert, so I really had to get out of my comfort zone to record these videos, to meet more people, to tell them what I offer and how I could help them. I really had to get out of my own shell, but I couldn't do that without the self-development necessary. So what funnel hacking is essentially, if you've got your Dream 100, then go to their website. Get on their email list, get on their email newsletter, Consume all the free products they're offering, and maybe even purchase some of the paid ones, even up until they're high ticket. I mean, you can buy those as well, right? Because what they will do is, when you purchase these services or products that they have, they will show you how your, what's the word I'm looking for? How the member of your Dream 100, they will show you basically how they take somebody from a newbie all the way up to the expert. And the idea of hacking is basically you identifying what their system looks like, what their infrastructure looks like, how many times are they reaching out to their audience on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. It will show you exactly how they take somebody, all the way through the value ladder to the top level. So for a more practical experience, like, so Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, trying to think of some more names, but I can't right now. I've been on their email list for almost 2 years now. I've gotten so many emails. I've read all of Russell's books. I've read a few of Grant's books, in particular 10X. I don't know if he has another book, but I've read all his emails, so it feels like another book. But what they do is they give me an idea, especially their website, of what my website will look like eventually. I'll just put my face there. I'll change the copy, to be relevant to my niche. And then the email communications, I'll change some words, maybe change some messages. Their books, I'll look at the structure and the format of their books. For example, Expert Secrets was one of the best books I've ever read, but it's the structure of the book that I love the most. How they have like the figures and the graphics and all the stories that Russell tells just makes it so much easier to connect with his story and how he actually helps his clients. So with that being said, I hope you understand that if you are trying to, be at a certain level, right, and you can identify the people who are already at that level, then basically follow them and consume everything they have, because what it will do is give you a clear idea of what type of communication is working and what type of products and services are actually selling in the market, or at least what they're offering. And then you can kind of model your services and products to be similar, or at least have the same structure, because that structure is already working. Funnel hacking saves you a ton of time, because if you're just trying to develop your own website, with your own mind, right? You don't have any other models, right? You're just like, I think this website's going to be cool. I think this ebook is going to be cool. I want to talk to people like this in my email communications. If you're just doing all that and creating all that, yourself, like, kudos for you, like, because it takes a lot of brain power and time and money to get that type of stuff done. So what I'm saying, the alternative is to find people who are where you want to be and to get on their newsletter, get on their train as soon as possible, so that you can start identifying and observing, how they're approaching business, how they're talking to their people, and you can take many notes and implement those notes into your marketing communications to be more effective as an influencer or a business owner. That is all I have for this video. I really hope you got something from this. Expert Secrets, top 10 book for me, easily one of my favorite books. I still have it on the shelf. I refer to it often, and I'll tell you like this. Every time I've recommended that book, I haven't gotten any like, nah, this is a bad book, this was a waste of my time. I've always gotten like, extremely insightful. I'm glad you recommended this book, and I'm ready to read another one of Russell's books. So with that being said, check out this book. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, comment and subscribe for more content like this. Hit that notification bell so that you can get updates when I post in the future. And other than that, keep developing yourself. Keep building upon your personality to be more pleasing and likable to your target audience, and continue to, develop that list of your Dream 100. Keep networking, getting yourself out there, and you will get to that goal of becoming the expert that you desire to be, as long as you don't stop, you don't quit, and you keep hustling. All right, that's all I have for today. I will be back with another one. Have a good day. Peace.